You know, it's interesting how these reactions, specifically the full reactions, take me away from the world for 22 to 25 minutes at a time. Sometimes longer if I over talk, over intro, or over outro, right? So a lot of times I'll be recording these on Sundays. And so it's an interesting experience in that, like, I'm a Colts fan, but I don't have time to watch the games anymore, and I don't even have a way to watch the games, right? Like, I don't have cable TV or anything, so I have to check the results online. And so today I started recording. Let me see, when did I start? 10:52 a.m. Okay, and I've been recording through. I've been taking breaks in between episodes, but it is now 6:42. Wow, almost exactly 9 hours looks like. But at one point, 1 p.m. my time, the Colts game started, and I check, and they're up by 10 points. And then I go away, do a reaction, come back and check again, and they're down by 4 points. Then I go away, I check a reaction again. I do it. I go away for a reaction. Then I check the score again, and it's almost like I'm experiencing the game 30 minutes apart with in 30-minute intervals, right? And so the last time I checked, they were losing, and there wasn't much time left. And so I was like, oh well, whatever, screw it. Did a couple of reactions. Finally checked this now, and it turns out they won by 1 point at the last second. So it's like, all right, well. Point being, one of the reasons I love my job, on top of everything else, is with a full reaction, your focus, you have to have complete and total focus for that set amount of time. There's been times recently when I've been super depressed, like within the past month, I would say, incredibly depressed. But I don't have time to indulge depression during the 25 to 30 minutes I'm doing a full reaction. Now, some of the edited reactions, it's a little bit different, because I can pause, not have to worry about syncing issues. Like I pause marking and I can sync it up in editing. I can pause and take a break and just do 6 minutes and then pause and take a break or whatever. Or something happens, it tends to hurt my focus. My focus isn't as good if it's not a full reaction. That's why with some of my edited reactions over at Patreon, I've started doing them kind of like a full reaction, and I kind of try to treat them the same way so that my focus is laser sharp for those as well as this. It's just a thing. This is all behind the scenes stuff. But I really like the fact that it removes me from the world for that set amount of time. And I wonder, watching a reaction, a full reaction with my commentary and the episode on, does that transport you away from the world for the half hour, the 25 minutes? Because if you're just watching an episode, you can have your phone in your hand. I do the same thing. Like, I don't really recreational watch stuff very often. A lot of times, maybe I'll rewatch a movie I've seen in the past, just recreationally or whatever. Invariably, I'll have my phone in my hand. I'll be scrolling Blue Sky or Reddit or YouTube or something. Not really paying full attention. I'm still connected to the world. I'm still thinking about shit as the thing is on, right? But I wonder, is it impossible for you to do that? Do you have to be laser focused? You have to be engaged because you've got the episode on and then you got my reaction. So you're getting two sources of stimulus at the same time, right? I'm just curious. Let me know in the comments. Do you like have your phone in your hand while you're watching these reactions with me? Because one thing, you have seen the episodes before, so that may be a little bit more distracting. Or are you transported away? That's kind of what I'm asking. Because I like the fact I'm transported away. There's a lot of crap going on right now, personally in my life, and also just out in the world. And I like being just transported away to this world. So, curious what you think. I know this has been very beneficial for me. And had the Colts lost today, then I would spend the next series of 25 minutes not thinking about how much the Colts suck. But they won, so they don't suck quite as much. All right, well, anyway, let's go ahead and get back into it. This is 881, and we're going on one. 3, 2, 1. Some more good CGI, man. Ooh, that's good. This has been an interesting series of episodes. The buffer between the last story arc and whatever's coming next. Which I guess is going to be the Reverie. It's going to be the next story arc. It looks like a McDonald's. You see the M arches, right? The Paramount War, I guess what they're calling it. Did they triumph? I think they got their asses kicked. But justice did not prevail. They built a new place. It's going to get trashed too. If Luffy's anywhere near this place, it will be trashed. Believe that. It's getting wrecked. Yeah. How the hell did? How the hell and why the hell? Insolence. Insolence. You're a terrible manager of people. Hey, light bitch can be insolent towards somebody for once, and I don't mind. He knocked one of my teeth out. It's not, huh? What the hell's a witty monk? Is that the old fleet admiral? Yeah, look at you talking shit. He is talking shit. Well, you really are an insolent bitch, aren't you? Yeah, yeah. Oh no, did I err? He looks like that character from. There was an '80s Laserdisc video game about the. I think it's called Tomb Raider or something, Crypt Robber or some shit like that. He looks exactly like that character from that video game. I know that's a reference nobody will get. I'm just saying he does. This guy really is a sarcastic dick. That is weird, isn't it? Ooh, I'm so scared. Killed him somehow. Somehow Palpatine was killed, right? That's what you're saying. Were you even alive? I guess you were. That was only 22 years ago. He was a young buck, though. Yeah, that's what you get. You had an ace up your sleeve. Yep. It's Sabo has this power now. Talk your shit, Whitebeard. He died on his feet. This voiceover actor is great, by the way. This is another flashback I don't mind because this is a badass speech. That day is coming, man. What is your affinity for animals? Like you got birds and goats and shit, man. Semi-retired has been. Nope. It's gonna get bigger, I'm sure. It's almost like this system of government is unsustainable. Yeah. Thank you for explaining. I actually remember it. Yep. I think the Navy had too much dip on their chip. I'm gonna take a nap. Let me know when they're finished talking about shit we already know about. I didn't mind the speech, but this we know. Get your hands off me. There he is. There's his boo. This was a hell of an adventure. You don't have a plan. Causing chaos. Look at us working side by side. So, well, you really should fix your glasses. You poison ass. I like how he could go through. He could go through his own poison, right? That's a good way to transport yourself. Remember how he one-shotted Blackbeard? That's when I knew Blackbeard was a bitch. One shot wiped him out. His entire crew and him himself. Show me that. If you're gonna show me some flashbacks, show me him one-shotting Blackbeard. Well, if only you knew, buddy. If only it were so. Well, at least you did see him. That is true. Pardon me while I sleep through these flashbacks. I need a pillow. This is how he became immune. He's been poisoned since then and it don't work because he's immune. You're disgusting. This is when we are in the middle of a series of disgusting ass, sloppy, dripping ass, nasty, fluid ass characters, man. Get wrecked. This one, there's Duffy's person who is a bunch of nasty fluid. Yeah. This is a hell of a fight. This is one of the times he almost lost it, man. He was gonna die if it hadn't been for his friends. That's happened to him several times now. Like he's had friends rescue him. We know, man. This wasn't that long ago. What was this? You know what? I'm editing shorts for the 600s right now, and that was after this. Maybe this is a 400s. I guess this is longer ago than I thought it was. Still. Wake me up before you go. So how do the slime creatures, I've asked this before, how do they have actual physical eyeballs? What is that? The rest of them are made out of slime, but they have actual physical white eyeballs. Where do those eyeballs come from? They're not slime or poison or whatever, you know. They're not liquid. Maybe I can finish this energy drink and I won't be so sleepy. Well, there's one way. He is wrecked, man. Look at him. Are you saying you don't run the real hell? You shouldn't admit that. That voiceover actress. She's in the recording studio making those noises. This should have been it right here. He should have been able to get to Ace and get Ace out of here before they transported him. And then we wouldn't have even had the Marineford fight. That was the real loss. They jumped forward about 6 episodes here. Hormone fruit. I don't know. Sometimes a miracle, you just wake up and the miracle's there, you know? Then he slept for an indeterminate amount of time. Then he ate like a pig, didn't he? Boy, you better run him some food right now. I think they did too. Yeah, I like the Snip Snip guy. Didn't he die or something? Snip Snip was a good one. Yeah, that was a good power. Yelling like a lunatic. He slept through it, right? Is that what happened? This one he let Jimmy go. Yeah, I think he was recovering when they actually transported Ace. So if he hadn't been poisoned, he'd be able to get to Ace and get Ace out of here. That was the key point right there. Well, I have this little tiny piece of paper here. Look at it moving. You're out of your goddamn mind. Yeah. But I am stupid. You regret it anyway. He had a bunch of people with him. That is true. I want to see Crocodile again. He's probably the ex villain I like the most. He's just cool, man. And a lot of people have pissed me off more than he does these days. Yep. You know what they say? Miracles only happen to people who don't give up. Open says me. Yeah. Who could have ever speculated on this? Yeah. I believe. Hey, that's just my vibe, man. I'm just chill. What do you want from me? A friend of mine said he drank four of these in one day. The C4? Four. I'm surprised his heart didn't explode. That was a hell of a sacrifice. He died, didn't he? There's some of this is ambiguous. What happened to some of these people? I'm pretty sure he died, which is tragic, man. 14. If that's how he died, man, he went out like a gangster. This music, I think, is new. It's kicking it too. It could have been music from the episode. I don't remember. There's no crying in piracy. Yeah. Yeah, they probably killed him. He could be still in prison down there. You know, maybe we'll get him out someday. Because this show doesn't really kill people, right? And there's a reason they're showing these flashbacks. Specifically, these specific flashbacks. They have hundreds of episodes they can show, and they're showing this. So I think everything they're showing is going to be relevant. So they're probably going to bring that character back. That's what I'm thinking. Well, they had a lot of Rough Riders ready, didn't they? A lot of these people are no longer in service. I'm really annoyed with Garp. I've never, speaking of not forgiving, I've never forgiven Garp for what he did here. That was your family. Ace died because of you. Live with that. Yeah. You, right there. Garp. A year and 3 months, huh? I wanted to make sure everybody knew this. Monkey D. Luffy. Oh, no. The other king of the pirates. Gold Rider. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like how he popped up, man. The Moby Dick. He popped up like a boss. If he hadn't been betrayed by one of his crew members, I do think they had a chance to win today, right? And also, I told you he stayed on the ship too long. He should have entered the field way sooner than he did. So he wouldn't have been in position to get backstabbed, and he would have had an effect on the battlefield. He made several tactical mistakes. Standing there just letting his other people fight was not the move, man. Whitebeard was awesome, but he made several mistakes that led to his demise and their failure. Yeah, yeah. Because we saw how badass he was, right? If he had taken to the field and led the charge, man, they wouldn't have been able to do jack shit. They would have won. He didn't do it. He held back. Yeah. Speaking of backstabbing, get Garp out of my face. Well, you ain't lying there. Well, Blackbeard has it now, right? As far as we know. This was a hell of a fight, man. This son of a bitch. I'm surprised he actually gave a shit. He's the one that just doesn't seem to care about anything, especially the Navy business, right? I think he just wants to sit on his little island and drink. But he showed up and he fought. So, yeah, I'm awesome. Speaking of light bitch, here's my MVP. Is it Marco or Polo? He's got one of those names. I think it's Polo. Shit. Get wrecked. Yeah, thank you for explaining. What a psycho. We're going to need another episode of flashbacks for this one. Well, we reached the first set of flashbacks I don't actually give a shit about because I still remember it pretty well. I mean, I'll have fun with it, but like it's the other flashbacks are really good, and I wanted to see them and I enjoyed them. This,